A Worcester native and his team raising money for multiple sclerosis. They're walking for a cure at the 16th annual Challenge Walk MS in Hyannis. Our Chandler Walsh has the story.
Brittany, this year's walk starts on Friday. Worcester's Tom LeCuyer says his blisters will get blisters, walking 20 miles on Friday, another 20 on Saturday, and finishing up with 10 miles on Sunday. Tom LeCuyer says walking 50 miles in one weekend is difficult for anyone. But Tom has multiple sclerosis, or MS, and his symptoms make the journey he's about to take a little harder.
What I go through is numbness, tingling, pain every day. I lose my breath frequently. Walking, I'm always kind of leaning a little unsteady on my feet, off balance.
On Friday, Tom will join hundreds of others in the Challenge Walk MS on Cape Cod. The goal is to raise $750,000 for the National MS Society. The disease affects the central nervous system by interrupting nerve impulses traveling from the body to the brain, and symptoms are different for everyone.
I consider myself fortunate, but I see some people that were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis after I was, and like within a year's time or so on, they're in a wheelchair already and they can't walk. So it's very disheartening to see that happen. So I'm doing this for you guys.
The National MS Society is grateful for Tom's work, saying he always has a smile on his face and so much hope in his heart. He's a true inspiration to all of the walkers, volunteers, and staff at Challenge Walk MS. Tom was diagnosed with MS at 27 years old after he noticed a strange tingling in his right arm. He says it's important for him to stay positive. He now raises money year-round with his Tom's MS team by hosting events in Worcester.
Just because you're diagnosed with a disease such as multiple sclerosis, it's not the end of your life. It's just the beginning of a new chapter of your life that you have to learn to live differently. You know, some days it's easy for me to tie my shoes, some days not so much.
Tom says at one point he was taking upward of 30 pills a day. He's decreased that now and is focusing on staying busy. He says it's important for people to donate so that new medications, new treatments, and a cure can be found.